pleased. Our effort out there today, I thought, was better. I think we're getting better as a football team. I think we improved from week 1 to week 2, and I think we had a better week of practice going into the game last week. I think we improved from week 2 to this week. I thought we had a better week of practice this week, and we got to challenge our guys to continue to do that. We got to play a lot of players, which I wanted to do, and rotate our guys. We got to start being able to do that. Rotate players out there on the field. And, one of the great things now, the guys got on the field and got an opportunity to go play. We're going to go evaluate that film, find out who strained, okay? Who strained out there on the field? Who gave unbelievable effort? If you did, you're going to get a couple more reps, and if you didn't, you're going to get a couple less reps. And it's just that simple. And for when you have young players, they need to learn that. They need to learn that strain out there in the field, and hopefully we're able to do that. But overall, there's a lot of little things we have to correct. We had a fumbled snap on the first PAT. We turned the ball over on offense in the red zone. Can't do that. We turned the ball over in the kicking game with a fumble on a punt return. We started off the second half giving up a long drive. They were just pounding the ball, running the ball. We got to be able to get off the field with a 3 and out there to start the second half and get momentum on our side. Some of those things are things that we really got to look at. We really got to make sure we're improving on. As a team, that's the schematic part of it all, and that's the team part and us improving as a winner. But most importantly to me, I was most concerned with our effort today, and I thought it felt good. I mean, obviously, I got to watch the film to see really what happened with it.
On both sides of the ball, a lot of those young guys you mentioned got on the field and made a lot of plays. Without looking at the film so far, what did you see on the surface from a lot of those guys like Donald Gray and Arius Williams?
I'll tell you, Donald Gray made an unbelievable catch. I mean, that was pretty special. That was big. Both of them. The other one, he ran under the ball. He made some two big-time catches. And I think now what it shows is, and hopefully, that these young guys with him, Arius running the ball, missed a couple cuts here and there, but we'll get that stuff fixed. What I think they get on the field, and they got to understand now that, I love that they're making plays, because I want young guys, a lot of times young guys are hesitant to go make the plays, or they're not sure. They're making some great plays, and now the key is continue to make great plays and special things happen on the field, but also be fundamentally sound in every other play. If I'm a receiver, be a great blocker, not just be able to make special catches. Be a great blocker, great disciplined route runner. If I'm a running back, not only am I make great runs and physical runs, I make the right run and the right cut, and I'm right on the money in pass protection every time. Same thing, we had a lot of young guys play on defense. The young safeties. Run the ball, but fit it with the right angles, in the right coverage, with the right communication, and play with that confidence. Same with the young linebackers. Fit the gaps and go make plays. And I think, the young D linemen, learn to strain, learn to play. Don't just, because one of the hardest things is in high school, a lot of these guys are so big, they can just kind of stand up and toss people around. That doesn't work. You got to come off low. You got to play with a little paddle and explode off the ball. So I think the fact that we make plays is awesome, but what I think we have to do is make sure now we continue making plays with even being more fundamentally sound.
You're able to get both your redshirt freshman quarterback into the game for some quality reps. What did you think about their play, and did one guy stand out more to you than the others?
No, I thought they both did an excellent job. To be honest with you, they had one incomplete pass, and that was a receiver ran the wrong route, and the ball was out. That's what you want to see to me. Staley, the one incomplete pass that both those guys threw, Staley throws the ball on time, and receiver ran the wrong route. That to me is one of the best plays I saw of the day. And for you guys, how was that one of the best plays you see of the day? Because that's a young guy trusting what he's doing and trusting it and throwing it and doing what he's supposed to be doing, even not waiting to see, is he going to be wide open? I trusted it and made the throw. But I thought both of them played extremely well. I think it was fantastic for us to get both of them in the game, give them a little bit of confidence as they move forward, because you never know when their number is going to be called.
Finally got Gabe Miles into the end zone. Can you just talk about his progression?
I think everybody was really excited about that. I don't know if we've had I think he has the career record for being tackled on the 1 yard line without scoring touchdowns. And so and then he scores twice, right? He scored twice.
Rushing touchdown.
Yeah, he had a receiving and a rushing touchdown. How about that? He, I think everybody was so excited because everybody jokes with him and kind of picks on him for not getting in the end zone, and to see him do it. I saw him catch it. I'm like, boy, go, don't trip. I'm like, boy, he's going to fall on the one here or something. But he, just really happy, and you just see that's the young developmental player. Here's a guy that led his team to a state championship as a quarterback, comes in as a DB, moves to receiver, learns the position, plays a little bit last year, gets some opportunities, comes out, and you just see a steady improvement of being a guy that we can really count on being a playmaker for us.
Can we get a health update on Market and Chapman?
Chapman's going to be out for the year. Tore his ACL last week, so, and having surgery. So he decided to have the surgery, and they thought he still could have snapped possibly in a couple weeks, but he wanted to go elect to have the surgery and just end the season. So he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Market, the amazing one, his foot was bothering him, a little foot injury, not the Achilles injury that he had last year. And so it was one of those early in the week deals. So he said, hey, if we cast him on whatever day it was, like Sunday or Monday, if we put him in a cast, I think it's going to be better for the big picture of the season. So we just immediately decided to do that and give him about, hopefully 10 days in a cast. And then he can get back to practice this week, and we expect him to play. Well, it's all very precautionary with him to get him for a long season.
Dak only needed 11 pass attempts to get 227 yards. I know he does this a lot and everything, but becoming the career passing leader and all that stuff, just his progression. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for him. With that, I thought he did a great job today. A lot of it, they were blitzing us a lot. We expected they were going to put it all on the table. They brought a lot of pressure all day long, had a lot of zero coverage down the field looks. And so they just kind of gave us those looks, and having a guy like Dak that knows what's going on in the field, knows how to take advantage of it, and not panic, just get us to the right play, and get it to the right receiver. I thought he did a nice job with that.
I noticed the first 4 plays went to Ashton Shumpert. Was that a concerted effort to get him going a little bit?
Because I know something. Yeah, we had the ball on the wrong hash. Or we didn't have the ball exactly where I wanted it for one of the pass plays in the first 4 plays. And then we had like a 3rd and short or something like that, or a 2nd and short, so I just wanted to get first downs. So I got off my script a little bit. It wasn't a concerted effort to do that. I did have some passes in there. I didn't call them, just with where the ball was. But we got those same plays called pretty quickly afterwards. So it wasn't concerted, even though I really did want to go run the ball a lot. And I think we did that. We ran it 37 times, which is good. We only threw it 18, so that's pretty good. But and a lot of the times they were just giving us looks where they just put everybody on the line of scrimmage. You just had to throw the ball.
Jumping off David's question, Dak now holds 21 Mississippi State records. You've been around a number of programs. What does that mean when a guy holds that many records, and what does Dak Prescott mean to this program?
Probably a pretty good player. I don't know. I think one of the things is offensively, I think it helps us. The type of offense we've run here hasn't been really run at this school before, so I think number one, that helps a lot with him breaking a lot of these records. I think it shows what type of player he is, that he's a special player for us. And holding all of those school records, I think is unbelievable and fantastic. And what he means to the program, I think he's a program-changing player. He really is. And I say that not just in what he does on the field, to me, more what he does off the field. I don't know. I honestly don't know how Mississippi State, how many guys they've had like Dak Prescott that just bring the fanfare he does, whether it's in dog walk or coming off the field or fans or all of that stuff. I don't know if Mississippi State's had a lot of those players where, we have a player that is a national household name. And so I think that's really a program-changing deal.
Coach, Elton Jenkins played a lot earlier.
Yes.
Left and right tackle.
And Deion Calhoun, both of them, forcing those guys on the field. I'm really frustrated in the first. We didn't get more guys on the field in those first 2 games. I think you guys know that. I think, and so I thought they did a good job. And coming into the game, I told all our guys, I don't care if we're up 14, down 14. I want guys playing. I want us to play a whole bunch of players and rotate them a lot. And I wanted to do that the first 2 weeks. And I don't think, one, you get how that first game to me just started so weird. It really just threw us completely out of sync, and we weren't able to do that. And I think last week we didn't come out executing really well, and it kind of threw us out of sync. and so we weren't able to do that. But I really want to see us do that as the season moves on. You know, you can say, boy, we're playing Northwestern State today, and give those guys credit. They played hard. I thought they had a good game plan. I mean, look at time of possession, 39 minutes to 20 minutes. You know, I mean, they had a plan. I thought they didn't turn the ball over once. They did some good things, you know. I mean, you look at statistically, they did some pretty good things against us. So it wasn't that. I think that's just who we are, and what we have to be is to be able to play those players. Mike?
Elijah and Nick completed their first attempts. Probably not surprised, isn't the right word, but what were you expecting from them? It didn't look like those were their first pass attempts. They just came in and immediately produced.
I was really happy because, you know, you think, I've seen those guys practice. I think, you know, I mean, it's going to be fun in the future, quarterback competition, as things keep going for those two guys. You know what I'm really pleased with? Because those are some first opportunities they came in. And wanted to keep it somewhat simple for them, but really pleased that they came in very confident. You know, Fitz has gotten to play in the spring games. Elijah hasn't, you know, to be out there, but it's still different on game day and the crowd and all that stuff. And I was really pleased with that they came out, and not just, I mean, I'll tell you what, they played a lot better than even I would expect. You know, the throws that they made were kind of like, wow, that was pretty big time. But I just think their presence on the field is what pleased me the most, of that they were pretty confident out there on the field, and that's what I was really happy with.
A lot of talk, obviously, about the offensive numbers and things. How do you feel about the defensive things after the game? Obviously, they had a long drive to start the second half.
That to me is the big negative on the defensive side of the ball. I like our strain. I like that we played a lot of players. I think we missed a couple too many tackles here and there still. That we've got to be a little bit better with. But overall, I think we played well on defense. You know, I mean, things you look at on defense, 1 of 13 on third down. That's excellent defense. You know, red zone red zone possessions. I think we tightened up down there a little bit. You know, but we didn't create, in the negative things, we didn't create a turnover. And that one drive to start the second half, I wasn't pleased with that, you know, and everybody got a piece of my mind on that. I really wanted to stay calm today on the sidelines. I don't know if you guys saw me. It's my goal, just to coach and not yell and scream. But one drive got me a little frustrated. Got to put the game plan over and out. But I think overall, I'm pleased. There's those little things, though, that I was displeased with defensively, and those things. And to me, those are things, if we're going to win in conference play, I mean, you can't give up 8-minute drives to start the second half. You just can't. Those are momentum-changing, game-changing things, and that's something that we got to fix.
Obviously, you accomplished a lot of goals today. Do you feel like you're in a good position now to go on the road for that first SEC road game?
Sure. I mean, going to Auburn's not an easy place to go play, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're in the right position to ever, you know, the challenges on the road is always tough in this league, and that's what makes the SEC so tough. And so, but I tell you what, I think if we can improve this week of practice, okay, we have an even better week of practice, better week of preparation, more physical in what we do out there on the field, more strain every single day, better preparation. You know, on Thursday, Friday, leading up to kickoff, and we hit that field and attack for 60 minutes and play with a relentless effort. I want us to build on that. We've built the first couple of weeks. We can continue to build that. We'll feel pretty good about taking the field next Saturday.
Thank you.
Good deal. Thank you.